everyone, my name is Nathan Payne and welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. Today I have a real treat for you all. We're going to do a tour of Cornucopias' Calido Valley Resort. This is pre-alpha and you can only get in right now with a couple different criteria met. You have to have a legendary NFT, so one of their assets. They have quite a few, can be any of them. And you have to have a pretty good graphics card. Now they have constantly expanded that, so more are available to get in. They've got a list over on their Discord. I've made quite a few Cornucopias videos in the past. If you haven't checked that out, definitely go back and take a look at them. But I want to show you guys this because it is absolutely mind-blowing what they've accomplished and been able to let us get in and explore and see the AAA quality of Calido Valley Resort. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So when you first come in here, you're greeted by this robot. It gives you an introduction of the area. You can choose a bunch of different characters if you want. And then I just want to get right to it because there's actually a fair bit going on. Now, I highly recommend when you're in here to explore. There's these collectibles that you can pick up for some experience. It gives a little sense of accomplishment. But I mean, just look at the level of detail already. We can kind of see the scope of what we're dealing with. Look up, you can see this cloud, almost like steam coming off of the area. I love the level of detail on that too. Take a look down there. You can just kind of see that's another area that you can get to take the tram. But look at the banners, the little ads, the lighting on the roof, the quality of the tile. You know, they really could have given us a bare bones pre-alpha, but they really put a lot of attention and detail and care into the quality of this so we could all have an amazing experience. There's a lot of these different elevators and things that you can take to lead you to different areas. That's why I highly recommend that you explore. We're just going to head straight to Calido Valley Resort so I can show you guys some of the key features or things that really stood out to me. There are these billboards all around, like signage that can direct you where to go. Of course, you can see there's the Calido Valley Raceway that is through this section. You know, that's a key feature, of the Calido Valley Resort. And I'm actually going to do a separate video where we show you guys some gameplay because you can actually use the NFT assets that you own. It is a ton of fun, but I digress. Let's just take this in for a second. I mean, look at the level of detail and what's going on. Now, it's important to read this billboard that's coming up so you know where you're going. There's the tram. Like I said, you can take that all around. I've potentially got lost and gone to lots of different cool little areas and zones. I know most of the area now. I've been in here quite a few times. This is a great way to get familiar with it. And just thinking we're going to be able to interact with all these different stores and booths and things. It's going to be amazing. There's also no fall damage right now, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So you're going to see me. I'm just going to jump right off the edge here. And I don't know if they'll change that, But one thing that stood out to me too is look at these ads, right? This is just an extra level of detail that they added to make this really feel more like a resort. I like how the lighting reflects off of everything too. Quality on the flowers, even the boxes, this cool statue thing here. And then you've got, the iconic waterfall as you're first coming into what I would almost call the plaza area. Just really stunning. This is definitely AAA quality Unreal Engine 5. And just think about all the other things these guys have planned. We know there's so much. There's your custom domes. There's going to be homes that you can build on it. There's going to be farming, mining and resources, a paintball game. There's a Halo PvP thing. There's so many different things that these guys are doing. It's nice to know that this is going to be the level of detail and quality that we're going to get to see. So it can kind of show us most of the stuff is forward that we're looking for. There's actually these two places in particular that really stood out to me when I first came in here and had my first moments that I want to show you guys. But quickly, here's the trade center. I really like how it looks like Wall Street. They have the price of stocks and stuff going up around the top. I almost imagine that's going to be Kopi token and maybe some other cryptocurrencies that we're going to be able to see there. Here's some of the robots. These are the security. And I like how they have the NPCs. It just makes this whole area feel a lot more alive. But this really stood out to me, so I want to share this with you guys. Is this burger barn. I mean, just look at the quality on that burger. The level of detail that obviously went into this asset just blows me away. They didn't skimp out here. And then just awesome blue tower. You can take an elevator up, to kind of get a bird's eye view, which is pretty cool. And then there's the burrito place. This also, once again, I don't know why the food joints just really stood out to me, but I think it's just the AAA quality. I mean, look at the meat and the cheese. Like, the cheese actually looks like cheese, right? So I just think this is incredible to see, you know, what the team has really accomplished in the timeline that they have. So we're going to head a little bit more forward, you know, and we're going to cover the staking stuff here near the end of the video, but you can see the robots, you know, kind of moving around, and over on the left side here, they'll just kind of come down from that and kind of get scooted out, you know, into the main area. So you can see them, like, that's how more robots get released. But as soon as I came to this like big open area, the first thing I thought about was how amazing is it going to be when we see lots of people here, maybe doing commerce, talking about going to the raceway, preparing or organizing races, you know, or even just chatting, you know, having that sense of community here. And this is where the raceway is straight ahead. I'm going to do this in a separate video, so definitely keep your eye out for when I post that. We're going to show you some play right into it. But let's just take kind of another view here. I love that tower where you get the lights coming up, and like, look how there's the lights on the left-hand side of the panels there. We can see the tram, you know, railway, you know, where it goes along, which we caught kind of earlier. But I am absolutely blown away with what these guys have done for the pre-alpha, and it's pre-alpha, right? You need a legendary asset, you need a half-decent graphics card. As long as you got those, you can get in here, check this out, be along with the journey for them. And it's something that I highly recommend if you guys haven't. This is one of my favorite projects to be following in the space right now. But let's take a look at the staking rewards. So this is for land and dome owners. You know, and the rewards are interesting. They're kind of going to release them slowly over different epochs. There is, and I should disclaimer this, it's not like your typical GameFi staking. You don't just go to their website, connect your wallet, hit a button, stake your assets, sign the signature. There is some different steps, and this is done with their partner Drip Drops. You know, there is a PDF I'll show you guys here that goes through, you know, how to really do this. But their community, their moderators, even the project leaders and people that work on the team are very helpful. So if you have any questions about how to do this or how it works, just head into their Discord, ask them. You know, I had to ask a couple questions too. They were super on top of it, led me to the right place. But really, this PDF does a great job at explaining what you need to do. You know, I highly recommend you read through this. It goes through all the details. We've got the index, but this next page is really kind of the thick of it. This really explains what you need to do and what steps, you know, in order to get your assets staked. You do have to assign some copy to their staking pool, and there's a few other steps there. Like I said, just make sure you read this, go through that, you'll understand exactly how it works, you know, and then you can start collecting those rewards. I think it's really awesome that they brought this back, because actually for quite a few weeks, I heard a lot of people in the community asking for the staking opportunity to come back, and here they are listening to the community, you know, and delivering on it. So I just want to say a big thanks for everyone who's subscribed to the channel. It really makes a big difference. You know, if you haven't watched our other Cornucopias videos, please do. There's lots of great information in there. You can look forward to lots more Cornucopias videos coming up from us coming up, especially as there's more to cover and more announcements and updates with the project. And we're going to cover the Calido Valley Raceway in our next video, so definitely stay tuned for that and some awesome gameplay. And also big thanks to anyone who smashed the like button. We really appreciate it. See you on the next video. Cheers.